Well, folks, it seems like old habits die hard. Former President Trump is back to his old tricks, stirring up international controversy with his trademark bombastic style. This time, his target is none other than Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. In a series of fiery posts on his social media platform, Truth Social, Trump unleashed a scathing attack on Zelensky, labeling him a dictator and accusing him of leading Ukraine down a path of destruction. Trump didn't hold back, folks. He claimed that millions of Ukrainians have died unnecessarily under Zelensky's watch. He also suggested that Zelensky better move fast or he is not going to have a country left. These inflammatory remarks, dripping with Trump's signature hyperbole, sent shockwaves through the international community and ignited a firestorm of condemnation. Zelensky, for his part, didn't take Trump's insults lying down. He fired back, accusing Trump of living in a disinformation space controlled by Moscow. This pointed jab was a direct response to Trump's participation in recent US-Russia peace talks in Saudi Arabia, talks from which Ukraine was conspicuously absent. The international community, particularly European leaders, were quick to denounce Trump's inflammatory rhetoric and reaffirm their unwavering support for President Zelensky. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz didn't mince words, calling Trump's attempt to delegitimize Zelensky's democratically elected government wrong and dangerous. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer echoed these sentiments, expressing his steadfast support for Zelensky as the legitimate leader of Ukraine. The message from Europe was clear. Trump's attempts to sow discord and undermine Zelensky's authority were falling on deaf ears. European leaders stood united in their condemnation of Trump's divisive rhetoric. Swedish Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson and German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock joined the chorus of condemnation, emphasizing the importance of international unity in the face of Russian aggression. They stressed the need to support Ukraine and its democratically elected government, implicitly rebuking Trump's reckless and irresponsible comments. To fully grasp the weight of this latest Trumpian drama, we need to rewind a bit and understand the precarious situation in Ukraine. You see, Zelensky's term was actually set to expire in May 2024. However, due to the ongoing conflict with Russia, Ukraine has been operating under martial law since the full-scale invasion began in February 2022. Now, this is where things get a little complicated. Under martial law, elections are suspended. This is a fairly standard practice in times of war, and a Downing Street spokesperson even drew parallels to the UK's decision to suspend elections during World War II. So while some might try to paint Zelensky as some power-hungry dictator clinging to power, the reality is far more nuanced. The White House, eager to distance itself from Trump's incendiary remarks, issued a statement claiming that Trump's social media outburst was merely a response to Zelensky's disinformation comments. This attempt at damage control, however, did little to quell the growing outrage over Trump's dangerous rhetoric. Trump, in his signature style, didn't limit his tirade to Zelensky. He blamed Ukraine for the war, claiming it could have been easily avoided. He asserted he was on the verge of brokering a peace deal with Russia, and claimed Zelensky's approval rating was a dismal 4%. BBC Verified debunked that, showing Zelensky has a 57% approval rating. So much for those alternative facts. The EU announced new sanctions against Russia, targeting their aluminum industry, oil transport vessels, banks and media outlets. The EU is determined to crank up the pressure on Putin. And what about Putin, you ask? Well, he's probably loving this whole Trump-Zelensky feud. He expressed his delight at the prospect of meeting with Trump again. Oh, the irony of it all. As for the future, well, folks, it's messier than ever. The US-Russia relationship is about as stable as a Jenga tower built on a roller coaster. The EU is trying to hold the line against Russian aggression while navigating this transatlantic diplomatic minefield. And Ukraine, well, they're still fighting for their survival, caught in the crosshairs of this geopolitical tug of war. One thing's for sure, folks, this dictator drama is far from over.